Hey guys. Hey, I wanted to touch base on a little information on pond snails. Oh, and how do you like the shirt the wife got me? We the people see the truth. Love it. But I want to touch base on pond snails a little bit. Everybody considers them a nuisance, a pest. You know, I always find them beneficial. Any form of snail in the aquarium is beneficial, except for ones that, of course, eat plants. Like in here, I have Nerite snails, mystery snails. I even breed pond snails just to add to my tanks. What a lot of people don't know about this tank right here is I've always had a Hydra problem. And as everybody knows, Hydra, they'll pick off fry, they'll pick off shrimp, stuff like that. Oh, speaking of shrimp, there goes one across my little breeder tank. Oh. He's the one that was stuck in my filter before I pulled him out, and he's doing pretty good. Well, I should say, is doing really good. She's actually holding eggs. So I don't think I'm going to have to catch any more out of here. But like I said, I have so many shrimp in this tank. It's ridiculous. And it started off from 20. But one of the reasons why I love pond snails, they produce really quick. And yes, they can be a nuisance. It's not hard to, pick them out as you see them and everything. But they consume Hydra. They love eating it. Matter of fact, I've seen my mystery snails picking off some Hydra too. And, I've gone months without seeing Hydra in my tank. And today, I just cleaned up my Magnum 350 filter. And there's a bunch of Hydra stuck to the clear inside. Which, not a big deal, I cleaned them out and everything. And now since I got the filter back up and running, now I can see like a few on the glass here and there. But those snails will make quick work of them. Matter of fact, let's see if I can get it without breaking it. I have this little tank right here that there's oodles and oodles of pond snails in here. I just keep them at room temperature, throw them in the thing. I don't even put anything in there for like air circulation or anything like that. And they breed like wildfire. Matter of fact, even my breeder tank over here, I could see clutches of eggs everywhere in there. But, I mean, they'll eat like dead leaves off your plants. They don't attack live plants. That's one thing I love about them. They clean up detritus. They'll pick up some of the mulm that's sitting down at the bottom. I just don't understand why regular pond snails, or bladder snails as I've also heard them called, I don't know why they have such a bad rap. I think every aquarium should have them. Matter of fact, the Hydra problem started in this tank. I had actually gotten some plants from online and everything. And they're like a, possibility of snails and stuff like that. Well, I'm like, I don't really care about snails unless if they're ones that eat my plants. And he says none of the snails that he has eats plants. Everything should be good. Well, I put these plants in my tank without doing a dip first. And ever since then, I've had Hydra. I have yet to see a Hydra live long enough in this tank to actually pick off fry or shrimp or anything. Matter of fact, there's one right here, one here. But like I said, I just cleaned my Magnum filter, so but yeah, they're like, I have pond snails everywhere here. They're back here on these plants here, and every now and then I'll just reach in there, grab a handful of them, throw them in, because the angelfish, they'll also pick them off. I have coolie loaches in here. They don't bother the shrimp, but they pick off the pond snails if they, get overpopulated and everything. So this whole tank right here is just like a natural balance. Matter of fact, most of the black beard algae that I had is going away. I mean, I have some places where it's still at. I just started dosing more nutrients, and it seems that the blackbeard algae is starting to go away. Matter of fact, I don't even remember the last time I've done a water change on this thing. And I think the reason why, like, my nitrates and my phosphates stay so low, I mean, I don't even really have much regular algae in here. Like, I get very little spot algae on the glass. Most of it's just like mulm sticking fast to the glass and stuff like that from the power head blowing it around and stuff like that. But I may have accidentally made an anoxy filter with this tank. If you don't know what an anoxy filter is, I know Sean's fish tanks, he just did one, but the one who created Kevin Novak, you use kitty litter and laterite, it's basically from like pond filtration. But he's been keeping discus in water that's over 9 months old. And one of my canister filters here, I actually have a clay-based substance. Matter of fact, it's in my flume. It's a clay-based substance that's supposed to collect beneficial bacteria. Well, I started running low on that, so I had what was it called? Fluorite, the red fluorite, and I started using that for more iron for the red plants, stuff like that, and they're all in the same chamber. So I think I accidentally created actually an anoxy filter, because my nitrates, the highest I've ever seen them go is 10. And that's with extreme overfeeding. And a lot of people will say, well, your Hydra also comes from overfeeding. That's also not true. They have to be introduced to your aquarium one way or another. Mine just happened to be transported in on some plants. Now, with pond snails, overfeeding, yes. I mean, it will cause, like, snails to go rampant in your tank. But other than that, pond snails are one of the biggest they're very beneficial to the aquarium, in my opinion. But, alright. That's my rant. I'm out.